You ever wanted to go viral without the drawbacks of showing your face online? I'm sure you've seen the rise of faceless channels these past years alone, with channels like AI-centric clips, The Guy for AI, and a ton of others taking over social media. Sometimes way more than creators who show their face. But what if I told you there's a science to how to replicate this? It's not just some shot in the dark. These guys have a list of things that they need to tick off so the algorithm loves them. And as long as they keep rinsing and repeating what the algorithm likes, diamond play buttons, virality, and money are all inevitable. Today, I'm going to walk you through the steps that you need to master to take your faceless videos from overlooked to unmissable and keep that momentum going. I grew my faceless channel to a combined 220,000 followers while also growing clients' accounts to 30, 40, and 50,000 followers just in the last handful of months. I've collected over $50,000 doing this in the last 3 months alone, and I followed the exact steps I'm about to walk you through. Step 1 is understanding the concept of faceless channels. A faceless video means you won't be showing your face, but that doesn't mean it can't have personality. One massive advantage that you have over channels that need a face to run them is that you can make tons and tons of variations of your videos. This is because you don't have to sit down and hit record every single time you want to make a video like this. You can just use AI software and outsource this work to a VA so you get tons of videos cranked out and multiple chances to go viral. You can use AI tools like HeyGen and Studio DID to make literally anything the face of your channel. Combining that with some really good Midjourney prompts means that your options are absolutely endless. But nobody's going to watch your channel if you sound like a college lecture hall. We avoid that by either using
an entertaining AI voice like Adam from 11 Labs,
or creating a voice clone of your own voice with 11 Labs. This adds a human touch and feel to it, so people are more likely to trust the account than if it's just some robot voice listing off a list of AI tools. Combine that with a piece of retention filler video like a Subway Surfer, GTA car crash, or Minecraft run, and I promise you're going to see results, and people won't be able to look away. A little hack if you really want to stand out: add sound effects like risers, whooshes, and ambiance to your videos to really immerse the viewer. You can get thousands of them for free at a website like Pixabay. Most importantly, before you press upload on your very first video, you're going to need to narrow down your niche. The big 3 niches are wealth, health, and relationships. That doesn't mean you need to be a professional stockbroker to be in the wealth niche. I'm in the wealth niche because I'm teaching people how to run a business and make more money with AI. There are thousands of sub niches under the big 3 like that. You just need to decide a couple sub niches you're going to focus on. Once you've decided your niche and what the face of your channel is going to look like, now it's time to start scripting and storyboarding. Start by defining the purpose of your video. What values and lessons do you want to deliver to the viewer every single time? This needs to be really targeted and specific for your sub niches. For example, a value I want to bring to my viewer every single time I watch my video is a more efficient way to run their business or create content. Once you have that, you're going to start working on your hook, which is arguably the most important piece of any content. You need to grab the viewer's attention right away, and you can do that a couple different ways with your hook: posing a question, sharing a surprising fact, introducing some controversy, or targeting a specific pain point within your niche. This is the most important part of the video. Once you've mastered your hook, you're going to start to work on the body of your video. This is the biggest chunk of it. Because this is going to be a large chunk of content, you want each piece to flow into the next one seamlessly. The way you start doing that is right after the hook, you deliver some immediate value to the viewer so they know they're getting something in return for watching this. Value doesn't have to come in the form of just a tip or trick. As long as you're entertaining, educating, or intriguing the viewer, that is adding value. You can do this with how-tos, step-by-step guides, adding a controversial take that most people don't think about. The more personal anecdotes you can put into the body of your content, the better, because that's the only way these people are going to be able to see that content, since those personal anecdotes are specific to you. The final section of your video is going to be the outro. This summarizes the main point and value that you were giving to them and brings it back to the intro. You want to make sure you're ending everything with a call to action that asks people to either like, comment, subscribe, or tell them to check out another specific video that you think pairs well with what they just learned. In order to do all 3 of these parts most effectively, you need to be storyboarding your content before you even type a single letter. This means visualizing each part of the script and thinking about the graphics that are going to accompany your content on the screen. This ensures that there's smooth transitions between each part of the script, and also that the viewers will stay entertained and engaged because of all the changing variables on the screen. You're much more likely to watch a video like this, where there's a bunch of different B-roll and images and proof of concept, versus if it was just me talking like this for the entire 5+ minute video. All the visuals and sound effects that you're adding are going to contribute to your style and tone of video. You'll be able to storyboard 5 times faster if you're able to pin down the key concepts and styles you want to provide every single video. This can be shown by a specific type of font, color style, or visuals that you use video after video. For example, Dan Coe has 1.8 million followers on Instagram. He's never shown his face a single time, but he has these really cool and unique motion graphics that he posts. I personally, on my short form content, like to do a split screen style of video because it changes up the view for the viewers and it's much more engaging. I'd say the split screen style works pretty well, considering I've gotten over 20 million views in the last 3 months alone. It doesn't matter what you decide to use, it just matters that your visuals are attracting and retaining attention of the viewer. Use captions, walkthroughs, good transitions, and anything you can think of to make sure they don't click off your video. You're able to find thousands of free assets at websites like Pexels or Pixabay that you can put into your videos and up your content game immediately. Regardless of what style you go with, you just need to be consistent. People will come to your page and they'll start to expect a certain type of style, tone, or color if you consistently are doing it, and it gives them a reason to come back because they know what to expect. Step 4 is making sure your audio is down packed. You can use 11 Labs like I mentioned before, but I would highly suggest voicing your own videos. If you do decide to start showing your face at some point in your content journey, it's going to be a lot easier to transition to that if you've been using your voice the whole time versus if you were using a robot voice in a faceless video and then all of a sudden one day you decide to show up on video and confuse all the followers who are used to a certain type of style, voice, and tone. The best way to get crystal clear audio is by having a great environment to film in. You can see the high quality mic I'm talking into right now. All around me there's different acoustic panels and there's carpet on the floor, so you don't get much of that echo that you'll hear in a lot of amateur videos. If you don't want to invest in a high quality mic like this Shure microphone that I have, you can take your audio files and bring them over to Adobe Podcast, where they'll clean all the echoes and really high and low pitched parts of your video. It's not perfect, but make sure you're giving it the highest quality audio you can. That means staying at a consistent distance from the mic, so some parts of the video aren't really loud and some are really quiet. You're speaking at a steady pace throughout the whole video. You're not talking super fast and then talking really slow all of a sudden. And if you stumble and make a mistake, that's okay. Pause, take a second, and then go back and re-record that part. I make mistakes every single time I make a video. Nobody's perfect, but you can just edit that out. Once we have our video and our audio, we're going to take that and we're going to start to edit it. Remember, your priority is keeping the viewer engaged. Think about this logically. The algorithm favors people whose videos keep users on the platform for longer because that makes the platform more money. The key metric to see if your videos are going to get pushed on these platforms is watch time. You want to make sure that people are watching your video all the way through and even rewatching certain parts of the video. This means you need to have high replay value, either by adding a ton of value or by having really intriguing captions, motion graphics, and overlays. Add some background music to your videos, but make sure it's quiet enough to hear it just a little bit and not overshadow your actual voice on the screen. Step 6 is propagation. Share your content everywhere. That means Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and anywhere else you can think of. If you have long form content like this video you're watching, you can take that, clip it up, and turn it into short form content to post on every single platform out there. This will cause a mass outreach effect where millions of people are seeing your videos every single day and leading to consistent virality. Even if you don't want to manually post to everywhere, there are tools like repurpose.io, later.com, and Sked Social that allow you to schedule your posts in advance. Now that you've posted the content, the last step is to analyze and adapt. You should consistently be checking your analytics to see where your viewers are coming from, what part of the video they clicked off at, what part of the video has the highest retention and rewatch time, and what type of comments and questions they were leaving in your comment section. Take that feedback that you're either hearing from your analytics or directly from your viewers and implement it into the newer versions of your videos. If you think you made an amazing video, but it ends up flopping, 95% of the time, it wasn't actually an amazing video. But you can take that as a learning experience. It's like Mr. Beast says, if your video flops, it's not because the algorithm hates you, it's because your viewers didn't like the video, which told the algorithm not to push it out more. Keep adapting as you get new feedback until you're consistently seeing those viral views. If you stay consistent with all the things I just mentioned, it is inevitable that you're going to see views come your way. I've seen this with accounts that I grew from 400 followers to 50,000 followers in less than 2 months because I was consistently adapting to the new data I was getting on a daily basis. If you've reached the end of this video, you have the strategies to not only create high quality content, but also propel them into the vast digital landscape, aiming for virality. Now you're going to be able to create banger after banger video and literally print out money. If you want to streamline your content creation process, I've created an AI system to help you with this. And no, it's not just some ChatGPT bullshit where you just give it a 1-sentence prompt and expect it to write you a viral video. It's pushing the limits and helping you make literal assets from scratch. Click the first link in the description. And if you want to learn how to make $10,000 a month with Faceless Instagram and TikTok channels just like this, click the video on the screen. And I'll see all of you in the next one.